Okay guys, now let us all look at what it means by the affective domain. The affective domain. Why do I have this symbol? Because affective domain refers to the feelings, the values, the emotions, and the attitudes. Now, when we talk about language learning, and when we talk about the language learning process, we must not run away from understanding our students' affective domain. That would mean their confidence, their motivation, and their self-esteem as a language learner. For those who are teaching the non-native speakers, whether it is in the foreign language context or the second language context, the affective domain is even more and more important. Why? Because unlike native speakers, second language learners or the foreign language learners, they have certain shyness or a certain fear, or maybe they have what they call that certain motivation which are not quite right, that would really push them or drive them towards feeling excited about your language, about your English language classes. So hence, understanding what affective domain is all about, and more importantly, what teaching strategies you could employ to enhance the affective domain amongst your students is pivotal. So what could you do? So those things you will also discover from this Micro-Credential. But again, I'm repeating myself, when we talk about affective domain, the idea is for you to enhance your students' eagerness in interacting using the language, not just in your classroom, not just during your lesson, but also outside of the English language hours. So hence, they would feel excited and rather thrilled to use the language outside the formal setting. In other words, willingly they want to practice the language. And more importantly, when you have activities with their friends, among their peers, they are also equally excited to engage. So the engagement amongst your students, peer-to-peer, or engaging with you and your students, or your students with their other friends from a different class, could also be aligned towards positivity when you tackle the affective domain. So again, when we talk about the motivation and the engagement, God willing, their confidence could also be boosted up. So here we're talking about how we can enhance our students' language learning by focusing on the affective domain. So come on, let's go through the Micro-Credential to understand what are the strategies that you could employ to enhance the affective domain amongst your English language students. Shall we?